I spent the whole morning in the kitchen, chopping, stirring, and tasting. By the time he came home, the dining table was a dawat straight out of a family gathering. Biryani with golden raisins, chicken korma, crispy samosas, and a chilled pitcher of rose sharbat. His eyes widened as he walked in. "Did my mum sneak in here?" he teased, pulling me into a hug. We laughed until my sides ached, and he kept saying, "Thank you," like I'd gifted him the moon. But it's never about the food or the effort. It's the feeling behind it, the baraka and the intention. The quiet thrill of knowing you've made someone you love feel seen and cared for. Love, I've learned, lives in these small, deliberate acts of devotion. What makes our marriage feel truly sacred is how we grow in our deen together. It's not just about living as husband and wife. It's about being partners in faith, walking hand in hand toward Jannah. Every Sunday, we carve out time for what we call our Quran hour. We spread a blanket on the living room floor, brew a pot of tea, and open the Quran. We pick one ayah and take turns sharing what it means to us. Sometimes we see it the same way. Other times we don't. But it's never about being right. It's about exploring, learning, and letting the words of Allah shape our hearts. I'll never forget the first time we read Surah Ad-Duha together. The ayah about Allah not abandoning us hit us both like a wave. He paused mid-sentence, his voice catching, and I saw tears glistening in his eyes. He tried to laugh it off, but I could feel the weight of that moment. In that quiet living room, I didn't just see my husband. I saw a man whose heart softened for his Creator, whose soul was tethered to the same truth as mine. I reached for his hand, and we sat there, letting the words of Allah wrap around us like a warm embrace. That day, I understood what it means to marry someone who doesn't just love you, but helps you love Allah more. Then there are the nights we wake each other for tahajjud. I used to dread those pre-dawn moments, the cold floor biting at my feet, my eyes heavy with sleep. I'd mumble complaints under my breath as I dragged myself out of bed. But the first time we prayed tahajjud together, something shifted. We stood side by side in the dark, the world asleep around us. The only sound was the soft rustle of our prayer rugs and the gentle rhythm of our whispered du'as. When we finished, he turned to me, his face lit by the faint glow of the streetlight outside. That was our first night calling on Allah. As a team, he said, his smile so warm it melted the chill in the air. Now when he nudges me awake for tahajjud, I don't grumble. I think of that night, and I'm reminded that these moments, these quiet acts of worship, are what bind us not just to each other, but to Allah.